Hi, Jerry. Good, how are you? I'm hold on. Hi, Zaina. Good. Are they having any conversation with you? Or?
I asked them a question, and they go, I don't know. Why? Have they been doing that?
No, they just keep giving everybody this 24-hour ultimatum.
You think you're making any friends over here?
Probably not. Hey, I'm gonna have to get back with you on I'm not gonna have time today. Can you try to call them again, please?
Every time I do it, I get to a certain point.
They've gotta have a replacement for you.
Yeah, every time I do it, as a matter of fact, I hear something different. So.
I'm sorry.
You want a plastic bag to keep your phone dry?
No. I'm good. Thank you, though. Hi, guys. Yeah, everything's okay. So, over here, this story just is, it's painful. Back and forth, back and forth. So I like coming out and watching Mark from the Denver Fire Department actually do some things that have something to do with public safety. Are they going back over there?
They were called out for a possible assault.
A possible assault. And it's starting to rain.
I'm out harassing homeless people.
Really?
No, he's not.
Oh my goodness.
How are you?
Dropping on ice.
They're out here for a possible assault. Would it be this guy in the white truck?
This is what dies. Yes. So I tried to tell them down there.
Huh. Alright, well, I'm gonna go to my car because I don't have it on my phone. Ay, ay, ay. This weather is really getting old. So this is still repercussions of the sweep. So you can't see. The cops are over here pretty regularly for the last week telling everybody they have 24 hours to leave because they're trespassing. Well, I think we all know that trespassing is not going to fly this time. So anyway, I just wanted to kind of see how that was going to go, but here's the moral of today's story. Don't buy campers, people, and just park them on the streets for something to do, because they're getting towed today, okay? So for those of you living out here and watching this, mind your business. Homelessness is a real thing. So let's make a drive. I'm just gonna put the phone here for now. I have to drive back over here to do one more thing and then go do another thing. See, now my phone's all messed. So this site, some of you know that we had the porta potty trash issue. The results of that are that the toilet has been removed from here because nobody stepped up to clean the trash out of it. So they obviously don't need the toilet, and so now the neighbors are super happy, right? I hope they're super happy with the fact that I did not bring these people here because I brought a toilet after they showed up. And I hope they're super happy that Denver continues to want to displace people instead of leaving them in one spot. And so they keep showing up over here. And so the little campaign that they launched on Nextdoor to warn everyone about me, well, you're going to be warned, because I'm not going to manage trash over here at all, because I am not the queen of trash. They're going to have to decide whether or not they're going to manage their own trash here. And, you know, if the neighbors want to be active participants in some sensible and reasonable accountability, I mean, it's public property. So let's go over to where this camper is being towed. I think it's really good that city government is actually trying to work towards keeping these people safe so we don't have any more fires. Because bad things have happened out here with fires and people getting burned and doing things that they should know not to do. But fire prevention education goes a long way. So I will be the first to admit that I have learned an incredible amount of things that I never even had considered or a possibility until Mark started explaining, Mark Rudolph, fire inspector from Denver Fire, about the hazards that exist when you're doing things that you can't be doing. And so somebody just got all of their safety issues addressed on the spot by the fire inspector, and all of the immediate hazards were removed. So I have long preached to everyone living homeless out here, long before I even started paying this close of attention to the fire department. Listen to the fire department, because the city can determine what you're doing as a public safety hazard or a risk to the general public, like the camper with the 100-pound propane tank in it the other day. Those are things government should be doing. When you talk about keeping people safe versus saving people from themselves, no, there would have been a lot of innocent people affected by that had government not taken action, because that was an accident waiting to happen. You can't be a science denier when it comes to explosive material. Sure we can. We can deny it. No, we can't. Because that is how people die. So here's Officer Chavez doing his job today. Yes, I will give him that. Somebody forgot to finish what they were doing. So, whoever the dumbass was that just parked this here and thought that you were just gonna pop in and out of it, hello? Did you really think that was gonna... See, look what a good helper I am.
That's not funny.
There he is. Look, he's doing his job. Do you... No, it's live. So you should behave before I catch you doing something you're not supposed to be doing.
He's staying late to make sure this doesn't disappear.
So Anyway, like I was saying, there are some sensible things that I think need to happen because this idea that we can just line the streets with a place to crash, that makes you an asshole. I've told you guys there's a difference between your right to survive and being an asshole. No, Officer Chavez is doing a good job. I just want to get that out there. I think some things have really evolved to an understanding, and that's good news. Bohica, how are you? So we're waiting for this tow truck because here's what happened with this. So this camper is abandoned. I don't think it's yet been determined if it's stolen or not, because they're in the process of obtaining a warrant. They're doing it correct, and that is by Officer Chavez's standards that they're ensuring that process is being followed. So I can support that. Well, if this camper is someone's home, they have had 5 days to claim it. The homeless population is going to continue to increase. This isn't going away. People do have a right to survive, but I don't think that parking this camper here and then busting out all the windows all over the street to get into it is in the interest of public safety. Okay? So if they want to work towards public safety, that's one thing. And education is key, and I think that's why it's important that the fire department is overseeing most of this. Yeah, you're right. Some of them are. Oh, it's already happening, Jack. I got a call someone yesterday that is getting evicted because he just does not have good wraparound services. And that's just it, you know? When you've learned a way of life on the streets and then you try to convert into housing, there has to be wraparound services. So anyway, this guy, he's getting evicted. There's nothing I can do. I'm not an attorney. I can't give legal advice. Plenty of people housed on drugs. There's plenty of people housed that do things that only the homeless seem to gain attention for, you know. littering, defacing. But that level of crime never gets really discussed if the focal point is being able to see homeless. So people don't like what they see, so they immediately group them all together. Yeah, June and July is going to be interesting in Denver as well, because they are actually ending those respite rooms that were funded with federal dollars to keep people housed and off the streets if they were susceptible to COVID. Uh-huh. You know, Grant, I'm going to be honest with you. Out here, there's a whole different thing, I think, going on with the Denver Police Department recognizing that this just is truly a public health crisis and not a not a criminal crisis. Sure, there are some that should be charged with things that they're doing out here, but it becomes, you know, a priority or not. You know, there's a lot of bad things happening right now, and I think I'm not convinced law enforcement agencies have their priorities straight. However, I don't think hunting down catalytic converters is on the top of the list. But there has been enough activism, I think, at least here in Denver, that's shedding some light. And yes, police have, in fact, harassed homeless for a long time. But the population is increasing, and I do believe people are becoming more aware. A lot more people want to try to help. They don't know how, always. But this here today is definitely not a case of anyone being harassed. I'm a little bit concerned over there where I started this live stream that the Denver Police Department still feels like they have to show up over there every day, every other day, and tell everybody they're going to get cited for trespassing. Denver, you don't have jurisdiction over there on the CDOT lot. Stop it. Stop it. Hi, Martin. Of course. I just haven't done a live stream out here for a while because this has just been nonstop with moving these people all over the place. There's a lot of campers. There are a lot of people trying to survive. And there are some people out here that are sick, that are elderly. But I will say that the city is at least in this district, giving me an opportunity to work with them. There's some bantering, but I think it's, I guess I would call it healthy bantering at this point. But this process has been going on all day with this camper. So if anybody was the owner of this camper, they would have shown up by now. So, am I back? Probably not. Okay, I'm going to end this because that was a phone call that I need to follow up on.